supersonic. Cause I am faster than sound, I keep on jumping around. Blue hedgehog sonic, with incredible speed, I'm moving my feet.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 gently down the stream.
Everybody! Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. What are we doing? Are we really spending so much time on this? Wasn't there some government representatives that were threatened with death? Why are we still here?
Merrily, 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 merrily.
Come on, Spock, why didn't you jump in?
I was trying to comprehend the meaning of the words.
I'm trying to comprehend the meaning of this scene.
It's a song, you green-blooded Vulcan.
Life is not a dream.
No, you're right! It's a series of questions leading up to inevitably asking, what the am I doing sitting around a fireplace singing Row Your Boat?
All I ask is a tall ship and a star to steer her by.
Melville, John Masefield.
Are you sure about that?
I am well versed in the classics, Doctor.
Then how come you don't know row, row, row your boat?
Oh good! We get to sing it again! Row, row, row your boat gently down the...
Half the ship operation.
Oh, are you serious? You're really bringing it back to this scene? Like, this was the big favorite in all the movie? You know what? When it's paced this way, it almost seems like nothing happened.
Bones, did we do a weird thing where we search for God and Spock lost his brother?
If it's not mentioned in the next Star Trek movie, I don't care.
Merrily, 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 boat. Life is but a dream.
Roll, roll the credits, quickly cross the screen. Oh, thank you.
And then the Crump got an idea. An awful idea. The Crump got a wonderful, awful idea.
So, the doctor says I should be fine, though, as long as I get plenty of rest and relaxation. Ow! Oh, don't you know? The cure for anything, anywhere is laughter. Oh, who are you? I'm Dr. Spasms, and I'm here to make you laugh. Oh, but I don't want to laugh. I want to get better. Well, laughter's the best medicine. No, medicine's the best medicine. Oh, what? You don't trust a doctor who looks like this? No, I don't. Look, the red nose. It's funny. No, it isn't. 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 Ow! Yeah, it's Patch Adams, everybody. Oh, yeah. That's a rational response, and not some contrived screenwriting device. Ow! Oh, you see? I connected with you. No, you didn't. You hit me in the face. Wait for it. You know, I'm really regretting writing this character. Oh, you conformists! Don't you know that the answer to anything is... Don't worry, he's not a reoccurring character. I'm the Nostalgia Critic, I remember it, so you don't have to! Oh!
Because they seem to have trouble with pantry doors.
Really, Shyamalan, did you read that line out loud? Did you ever read that line out loud? You couldn't have. You clearly couldn't have. I mean, you just stated that these technologically advanced aliens, these creatures that we are supposed to be afraid of, cannot get through pantry doors. They can build spacecraft that can jump millions of miles across space, but
they seem to have trouble with pantry doors.
They can take these exact same spacecrafts and turn them invisible so that nobody else can find them years above our technology, but
they seem to have trouble with pantry doors.
They're gonna take over our planet, but
they seem to have trouble with pantry doors.
They're going to wipe out all of mankind, but
they seem to have trouble with pantry doors.
You can't be this stupid! You can't! I mean, you literally just stated out loud why this movie can't work! I mean, what are you, a moron? I hate to borrow from a subpar comedy, but... Take it, Scary Movie 3!
They mastered spaceflight, but they can't get through a wooden door?
You see what you did there, movie? You see what you did? You just made Charlie Sheen right about something! You did that, movie! You did it! That's how bad you've gotten! This advanced technologically holy race of aliens! Stop! Come to a halt by a f***ing pantry?
Hello, critic.
Mara Wilson?
I heard you've been saying some pretty nasty things about me.
Oh, hey, forget it, Missy. You knew what you were doing back then as a kid. If you didn't want people like me making fun of your work, you wouldn't have chosen so many crappy movies. I don't care how old you were.
So you think kids should be held accountable for what they film, no matter what their age?
Right, sister!
Because I came across some interesting videos from a little town called Bothell, Washington.
Bothell, Washington?
Yes, of a certain internet critic who made movies when he was a young lad.
You're bluffing. You don't really have those videos.
Roll the film.
I and Humpty Dumpty.
Ah, isn't it wonderful?
Oh my god, I thought I had these burned!
I'll tell you what the problem is. We are aliens.
Just look at those performances. So restricted, so reserved, truly the epitome of subtlety.
Shut up.
And just look at those glasses. Only a true master of character would wear something so hideously embarrassing. You're a regular Daniel Day-Lewis.
Shut up!
And how brave of you to go with those braces. Tell me, was it meant to look like your teeth were eating over them?
Shut up!
The acne is a nice touch, too. I bet you purposely never showered just to get that effect.
It was Seattle during the grunge era! None of us did!
Oh, and you must have been a fan of my work. We have the exact same hairstyle.
You, Mara Wilson! Unnatural, unkind!
Oh, and how did some of that dialogue go?
No.
It was brilliant writing.
You wouldn't dare.
Totally unforgettable.
Mara, please!
Ah, now I remember.
I like wearing women's clothing. It is fun.
No, you didn't see that! Turn it off! Turn it off!
Oh, yay, the Daily Night!
Oh! My god, how could you be so heartless? How could you be so cruel? Unholy she-demon!
Well, so long, critic. I'm sure now that the public have seen your brilliant choices as a child, they'll be just as accepting as you were of mine.
perception. Everything and everyone that Spoonie has ever known is represented in that realm.
Hello! I'm a compilation of high-pitched screaming and in-jokes that go on too long! Look! I'm making my living by screaming mindless obscenities! I can say words that a fifth grader learned! I don't sound like that, do I, Phalus?
That's Grand Admiral Phalus, and the answer to your question is...
Hey, Mom and Dad, or should I say, Lisa and Bob. Are you depressed that you can't have a child of your own? Are you sad that the miracle of childbirth will never take place in your life? Do you find it unbearable that you will never know the gift of creation, the growth of the young, or the unconditional love that any human being can ever give to you as long as you live? Are you tired of your shriveled up womb?
Dude!
Well, cry no more, 'cause we've invented Child. Chia Child. The instructions are very simple. Just write down exactly what you would like your Chia Child to be like, place it in the Chia Child box, bury it in the backyard, just add God, and Chia Child is yours.
I always wanted a girl with no imperfections at all, just like a real child. Child.
I always dreamed of a little someone that I could project my insecurities onto, and now it seems that she's arrived.
Look, I drew a picture about how much I hate Grandfather because he didn't raise you right.
And now I get to pass down that hatred to you.
Child. Chia Child would last up to 3 months, or until you feel the emotional and symbolic justification of what it means to be a family.
I'll admit, at first we didn't think we'd be very good parents.
But Chia Child seems to be calm and pleasant no matter what horrible mistakes we make.
So now we don't have to worry about any of that pesky moral responsibility.
Chia Child simply combines these natural elements to give you that lovable family that you've seen in most Sears catalogs. And when Chia Child has worn out her usefulness, just bury her in the backyard and get another one.
I'm so glad something like Chia Child exists.
Yeah, I mean, do you know how long it takes to adopt a child? 18 months. I can get a gun in a week. Now make me a sandwich.
Man, we're nuts.
Chia Child, the child that grows when your parenting blows. Available in Daughter Lily and Sunflower.
Oh, please! Please kill me! It's the only sensible thing to do after showing me those horrible, horrible images! Please! Death is the only salvation!
What do you think, kiddo? Should I kill him?
Nah, I think it's crueler to leave him alive.
That's my girl. You do your daddy proud.
Anyway, they tried that before. Didn't go over very well.
Hey! Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle! Yeah, sparkle, sparkle, sparkle! Whoa, yeah! You're right, yeah!
Guess who?
God! It's bad enough we have the Schwarzenegger baby from Junior! Can you imagine showing those two back to back? Don't show those two back to back!
What would you do differently?
We'd make better mistakes.
Better?
Different.
Not the same.
New.
New mistakes.
That's what we do.
Isn't that how you know you're a parent?
So, your argument is you up, you're glad you up, and you will continue to
up in new and spectacular ways. No! No! You make mistakes so you can learn from them, not so you can make more mistakes! Are you high? Sure, everybody messes up. It's gonna happen, but it happens so you can get better and make the right choices. These two never got better at what they did. If anything, they just got worse and worse. Why? Because they never learned that you're supposed to learn. You wanna know one of the most important things you can do for your kid that these parents almost never did throughout this entire film? Ask your kid questions. Think about it! They almost never did it! Right down to, where did he come from? What do you know? Say, you seem to know a lot about this stuff, but seem very mysterious about it. Would you mind telling us that? What are your likes? What are your dislikes? It, we're signing you up for soccer. Do you play any instruments? It, go up there and play something! Who's that girl? I don't care, stay away from her! It's why they never knew anything! Well, I can tell you that I know something for sure. This movie is a salad! You know, because that's what you are. When you show this image of the American flag destroyed, you're not just showing your dollar store symbolism that says, ooh, America's hurt, but it's very clear that what is important to you is not how you view America. What is important to you is how others see you viewing America. So, you can make up whatever you want. You can fabricate things. You can lie about history. You can exaggerate. You can glorify. You can demonize. You can distort the facts. You can make up the truth. Make up the truth about people who lost their lives in this great tragedy. Why? Because you're doing it in the name that you love America. I'm sorry, I don't around with this. I don't, okay? These are people who have lost their lives, people who have been drafted, people who volunteered, people putting their on the line, and many of them don't come back. You're taking it upon yourself to show that. And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, you're thinking, well, I'll just make up people because they weren't really there, so I can do whatever I want with them. I can make up. And granted, you don't deserve the responsibility to show real events. You don't live in the real world. But what happens is that when you take it and base it on a real event, and you have to show these real people, you have to get it right, Michael Bay. You have to get it right because this isn't Transformers, okay? That's kid. You can do whatever you want. It's not The Rock. It's not Sean Connery saying winner to prom queen. No, it's Pearl Harbor. Reality. It actually happened. And I know you're thinking, well, it's Hollywood. We take liberties. You, it's not Hollywood. When you take it upon yourself to represent something that really happened and is still painful and hurts a lot of people, that means you have to do two things. One, you have to grow up and be an adult. Two, you have to actually represent these people as best as humanly possible. You son of a... I mean, it's like people focusing more on the color of the wall than the person actually in front of it. Really, guys? Really? Okay, well, let's go to commercial while I try to fix this. Oh, no! Clearly, this is really important. Like, the show can't go on with this abomination behind me. I mean, here I thought the most important thing about the Nostalgia Critic was the Nostalgia Critic. But no, it's the color of the wall. That's the glue that held everything together. So, I'll be right back. We're gonna go to commercial. No, it's still important. We're gonna go commercial while I try to fix this atrocity back here. Oh God, what was I thinking? White! I think I figured out a way to get it back. And boom, there you go.
Oh, that's so sad.
Trying to recapture the glory days. It's kind of pathetic.
Doesn't he want to step it up a bit? Try something new?
Okay, alright. Boom.
Oh, look who's sold out.
He can hide behind all his high-tech effects so he can disguise the fact he doesn't try anymore. Oh, now he's trying too hard.
Could he be any more obvious?
I'm allergic to popcorn.
He's so insensitive, never thinking of us.
You know what I miss? The days when he had the white wall.
Yeah, things were good back then.
That'd be so retro if you went back to the white wall. Ah.
Harlem Shake.
It was never funny to begin with!